Shalom. This is the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the places of Basra." I'm doing this video as a very quick and short response because I got to hit the plantation in a little bit. Alright. It says, man dies after being put in a chokehold on NYC subway. So I'm going to play it back a little bit. Alright. And I want to just briefly go over, what that scripture means in the context concerning the history of Jacob and Esau.
Anything. He didn't care about going to jail. He didn't care if he gets a big life sentence, that it didn't even matter if he died.
Vasquez says the writer's actions worried, even scared him, wondering if the man could be armed. He believes others around him were also in fear. New Yorkers grappling with whether the
sentence, that it didn't even matter if he died.
Vasquez says the writer's actions.
So as you can see, even though their faces are blotted out, but there's pictures of brothers posting and reposting this online, all right, with their faces actually identified. Okay, you got this who I perceived him from the story. He was this so-called black man, this Jake, this Israelite, all right, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right. But you got this so-called black man who's being held in a chokehold by a so-called white man, all right. Now this happened in New York City. Obviously, if anybody knows New York City, it's a lot of derelicts out there. When I say derelict, the word derelict means completely forsaken. Okay, and completely forsaken as far as homeless, hungry, desperate. Okay, bugged out, always yelling and waving their arms back and forth on the on the streets, on the train, wherever they go. Okay, so you got this derelict that came on the train and started going on this aggressive and angry rant, talking about how hungry he is, etc., etc. You got this quote unquote hero, all right, of this red man, because they're not white, they're red, who apprehended him and put him in a chokehold. Regular, civilian. Okay, so going back to Amos 1 and 11, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof." Now Edom goes back to Esau, pursuant to Genesis the 25th chapter up until Genesis the 27th chapter, and really all throughout the scriptures. But that's the account where the boys were born and they grew. Okay, and Esau ended up hating Jacob. You can read those accounts for yourself. Genesis 25, 26, and 27. Those chapters. Okay, it says "I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword," which was Esau's blessing, which the sword, the power of destruction, because Esau, the red man, hated his brother Jacob, the so-called black man, and still hates his brother Jacob to this day. All right, so you got this this red man being questioned on whether or not he should be labeled a hero, or I forgot the expression that they used, but something like a over-righteous, vigilante, and things of that nature. Okay, which either way it goes, man, either way it goes, this is our hell for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay, and it's things like this that's gonna what? You got this in the police brutalities, man. This is what's gonna be a part of the race wars. This is gonna start, things like this is gonna start the race wars, okay, between our people and the other people, man. More specifically, Esau, Edom, the so-called red man. All right? Because the scriptures say what? And then I'll close out. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." Okay, and a part of this is talking about the race wars, man. All right, civil unrest is going to happen because of the inequality and the injustice Well, and I forget inequality, because we don't want to be equal with damn heathen. We don't want to be equal with devils. Okay? Because of the injustice, all right, which is a more appropriate term, because of the injustice, all right, that happened to our people for years and years and years, all right, that came from these self-proclaimed white folk, all right. It says, the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So there's going to be a all-out race war, man, civil unrest. Verse 16. Then this is coming. This is on its way, man. We're at the threshold. Okay. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So what, man? A lot more of these incidents are going to continue to happen. A lot more of these situations are going to continue to happen because this is biblical prophecy. Esau hated Jacob, okay, and the Most High hates Esau. All right, Esau hated Jacob, and the Most High hates Esau for hating, all right, and the violence against our brothers, man. All right, and and things like this, it didn't just happen in this lifetime. This was going on for generations, bro. This has been going on for generations. All right, so I just want to make that quick response real quick. Lord's willing, this was edifying. Shalom.